Field, they got a 5-yard penalty, so it'll be 1st and 15. Scott with his first carry. Darryl Scott up 27.
Yeah, this is just a bad angle on the defense, and they're not able to contain. Darwin Cook took the wrong angle at the very beginning, lost containment.
Edge, tremendous field position now, USF.
Scott picking his way and
having to throw it.
Daniels will
blitz packages.
Scott needing a couple. He uses that big body on the Colorado. First year of eligibility here. He's been very productive for Skip Holtz. Play action.
Holds up during the game.
Yeah, Jim, we saw him during warm-up sort of tugging and rubbing that shoulder a few times. This time BJ has to get rid of it. As it for the second time tonight, Darryl Scott in the backfield with BJ Daniels. Daniels fought on College Station that as A&M heads to the SEC, that Mike Sherman will not be retained for next year. And 2nd and 10, Darryl Scott. Scott's proven to be a load to handle for West Virginia.
Disappointed in this season.
Scott this time met at the line of scrimmage.
Which is going against him.
Bruce Irvin checked in, pass rusher extraordinaire, not always great against the run. Darryl Scott is running tough, and Scott gets it up.
Defensive line, they're trying to get up there and be bigger against this traditional offense.
Scott was lined up at fullback with Lindsey Lamar behind him, and
of this slow start by their offense.
Murray in the backfield. Demetrius Murray gets up. We saw Julian Miller, who was injured earlier, has returned for West Virginia as BJ Daniels buys some time. And BJ with that bad shoulder.
Plant that foot in the ground and have power to take on that offensive line. We'll watch that.
And Miller's on the inside in his pass rushing defense and deserving of consideration for the Davey O'Brien. Darryl Scott knocked down by Julian Miller. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Look at the number of bodies from West Virginia that are up there. I mean, they are tight to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to loosen them up, Jesse.
This offensive coordinator to field with these wide receivers. Spin it out, easy throw.
Draw to Scott.
Generate at least 4 yards here.
Daniels, almost picked off again. And if
field, and in fairness, running backs can't drift when the ball's coming at them also here. You got to put that with some zip and put it on your
quarterback size. You got to move it around.
On 3rd and 10, Daniels takes a shot into triple.
Going up, using his big frame and hauling it in.
After picking up 20 on 3rd and 10, another former quarterback, Victor Mark, has it. Victor Mark.
70 points against FAMU.
Darryl Scott. And a flag is coming. Refs just squawking about that call, but it's 1st and 19. Daniels, shovel pass. Darryl Scott. Hine is a renaissance man. 2nd and long. Bittenkurt just made the field goal. BJ Daniels.
Now they have to feel good about that heading in at halftime. Here in the second half, after kicking a field goal, they're going to get it first in the second half.
Ray Daniels going to go ahead and turnover. Daniels. Since that pick 6.
Corner on a smash concept.
2nd and 18. Darryl season is cancer-free. Certainly an inspiration to so many who have to face a disease. For Georgia, checks in Scott's spot.
Had to learn to pay attention to defense. Used to care about offense only.
Good area for a corner throw to the slot.
Daniel, Florida 4 of 10 on 3rd down tonight. They need 3.
This is where BJ can run it.
Position for both these teams. West Virginia's been 37. For South Florida, they're 22. Special teams, a direct result. For the last full quarter of play, they can get back in this game. Just go down the field and get your.
They said 24, meant 28. At any rate, it was on West Virginia. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Bulls. Demetrius Murray stumbled as he took the handoff, but able to
in the game anytime soon.
So without Scott on 2nd.
Can have make some tough catches.
And the straight tee, it almost looks like behind BJ Daniels. You don't see that.
Into another guy, and then he was going to cut the defensive end.
So on 3rd and 16, they'll go to the screen. It's Welch trying to pick.
The ball was just laying on the receiver, and he just wisely took control of it.
Marcus Shaw gets the call, and I'll tell you the other thing South Florida just did that was very
on those projections.
I think Monty Ball should be in the top 3. In fact, I'm shocked that he's not a lot closer than where he is.
BJ
Much and not what you're capable of, putting your team at risk with costly turnovers. Looks like man-to-man coverage here and a pressure look from West Virginia. And when you have a right tackle, a freshman, those sort of things happen. They just can't happen on critical downs like that, having just converted 3rd down.
Daniel snaps it just
onto the field to run routes, into the film room, taking ownership of this offense.
Grouping the right call for protection and give Daniels the time to throw and take advantage of that dialed-up pressure.
For throwback plays is for the intended receiver to get lost in the mix. He's gutsy. Lots on the line in this game for USF. Something you got to work on that takes specific timing. But there's some looks right now in the perimeter of the field. Expect pressure. There's a lot of cushion outside of wide receiver. In takeaways, plus Oklahoma State, they've had an extra bye week to get ready for this game.
Working very hard to tie up Holtz and make him the head coach here in Tampa.
A little bit behind Victor Mark. That's a play Ian Smith has to make.
I think the throw needs to go underneath. You know, pick up.
Williams checks in at left tackle. Let's see how Julian Miller, the sack master right now.
Inside where there was help on him. Landy catches it, and Landy gets upfield and makes the first down. We've seen some excellent runs after the catch by a couple of South Florida.
Nice plays in this ball game of picking up his quarterback and his offense, extending a series for them, and that getting away.
Discount how big a game this is for USF, trying to reach a bowl game. They need the extra.
Thursday's Turkey Day bowl game. Almost picks of my balls.
You get as the boundary wide receiver, that split end position. When you're put one-on-one against the opposing team's best cornerback, you got to allow his wide receiver to make that catch.
Well, and add one more to your reel of missed opportunities there. Couldn't come down with.
Look at the second half first downs in this game. It's been completely one-sided. USF has been able to sustain drives. 22 interceptions coming into this season. But this year
was replaced by a freshman, and now they have the veteran, the guy who brings their toughness to the offensive line. And the Bulls have a Murray has it. He's running on that left side, and he's pushing toward the goal line. He'll be stopped.
Front, see your left guard, and your left tackle, and your tight end didn't even come off on the count. And that's because you're up there.
Play, giving the football back to B.J. Daniels, almost at the 40-yard line of the opposition here.
The load, B.J. Daniels has thrown it 43 times tonight for more than 200 yards. It was a defensive touchdown that gave the Bulls the lead, and then West Virginia.
Line. There's going to be a contested throw somewhere here. Make a play.
2-down territory, though. They do not want to give this ball back.
Game.
And Todd Fitch, the offensive coordinator, should not put that play right there away on this series. Keep it in his back pocket, pull it out here another couple of plays,